Hey guys, welcome back to Maelstrom Gaming Studios. I'm Craig, and today we're going to talk more about the hobby side of Warhammer 40k and less about the nature of the Tyranids, though this will be Tyranid induced. We're going to talk about burnout in Warhammer 40k because I don't want to say it's something I'm going through, but it's something I want to show you how I combat to make it something still enjoyable for the hobby. And I know a lot of you are new to Warhammer 40k, as well as the Tyranids in general, and the Tyranids I think are one of the biggest armies that you could be susceptible to burnout. So we'll talk about all about how to combat that here in this video. So that also sounds good. Please like and subscribe, stay up to date on our videos, and let's dive into this little video. Alright, so we're going to talk about burnout and what burnout is. Maybe it's different to all of you guys. Let me know in the comments if you differ from your definition of burnout. For me, it's simply I've been working on the same project or the same style of thing over and over and over to the point where it basically is just not fun, or I need a break. It's boring. It's not that I don't like it anymore. It's just I got to have a break. So there are a lot of reasons why I say Tyranid players come to that. First thing is, obviously you are painting a lot of models, especially if you want to go the Horde route. Now in 9th edition, the Horde route maybe isn't the most competitive, so maybe less of you are getting burnout from painting the Hordes, but still painting lots of warriors and big monsters. Wow, I think the big monsters are a lot more fun to paint, not as tedious as the Gods. Still, you can get burnout. And I have recently been feeling this with painting my Tyranids. I love painting. It's close, very close second to my favorite part of the hobby. I always say there's 3 parts of the hobby. There's the game, there is the lore, and then there is the hobby side, which is the painting, the building, converting, modeling, all of that stuff. So the painting, building, modeling is really close to being my favorite. I think the game takes it by just a notch, but not by much. So what I do is when I have burnout in my games, obviously I just get to play different armies. There's a reason I have, 7 armies, is because I'll get bored of one for a little bit and I'll start it up and I'll go back. But Tyranids have always been my go back to playing the Tyranids over and over again. The other thing I do more than anything is I mix up what I'm painting. And that is why I'm looking at them over here, why I have so many armies, is because I get bored of painting one of them, but I love painting. So I have to go back to, or go over to trying something different just to keep my hobby stuff moving, keep practicing new paint styles, but I'm not just painting the bugs or something over and over and over again. So that's what I want to show off some of the projects that I've been doing recently. Well, actually, we'll show off some of the old ones that I've done and some of the more recent ones. I just kind of show them off. It's Friday, it's a hobby Friday, I'll call it. The first one I want to show off are my Blade Guard veterans here. These are my custom chapter. They originally designed to be black dragons, and now I have changed them just to be a custom chapter, just so I can play them as whatever I want. These guys are very dragon inspired, which is why they are, black dragons looking. I went with the flame. I have 10 of them, and I'm looking to maybe do 15, but for sure I've got the 10 that I love. And the paint scheme is very simple. I'm not saying that these guys are the most insane, beautifully painted. In fact, I don't think I'm even done with them. There are some details that I would like to pick out and highlight to make them look a little bit better. So these are my black dragons. Very happy with how they look. One thing I have been considering recently, again with these hobby projects, is that these guys are black dragons. I've recently discovered a new paint scheme for a Space Marine that I really like, and I'm debating, I don't know if I want to repaint these or make these ones like the Knights the black Dark Knights or the Black Knights and keep them this unique color and have the rest of the army be a different color. Not 100% sure. Here's let me show the other paint scheme. I'm really in love with the look and the color of this paint scheme. It pops a little bit more. I've always used this pink, it's pink horror and screamer pink. Always used them as accent colors in all of my armies. I really wanted to see what it looked like full-fledged on a model. Maybe with what these ones I can do is paint the right shoulder pad to match the shoulder pad on this model, or the left shoulder pad to match the left one. I don't know Space Marines, I'll have to ask my friends. But that's it for the Black Dragons. Another project, again, another army I've been slowly working on, is my Sisters of Battle, or my Adeptus Sororitas. This you can see, you'll have 360s of her. This is my Celestine conversion. I should also have her 2 Geminis with her, which are just, not Repentia, I don't know, converted jumpy ones that I made out of them. I'm going for more of a winter snow theme. These ones obviously all have metal and gold, or silver and gold armor to show off their elite status, I guess you could say. But the rest of the army is going to have white armor for the most part. And then all of the snow bases. I really love the snow theme. I had an old Age of Sigmar army which was on the snow theme, but I since sold all of that off except for just one, the lead character model. So I wanted to bring back that snow theme in some way, and this is how I'm doing it. So that's another project. Another project that I'm working on is for my demons, my Treemans of Slaanesh. You guys have maybe seen one battle report. I showed off the basic army. I have a lot more work I want to do to them, to grow to them. I'm kind of waiting to see what the Demon Codex eventually this year brings to it. But one model I am starting to work on now is my Belialcore conversion. And you guys can see right here, this is what I've got so far. It is the Queen Ilariel on top of a statue. And I'm going for an overgrown look, so that's hopefully that kind of comes off as what you see, more overgrown with vines and stuff. She's going to have Mortarian wings to make it so she stands up to the width of Belialcore and the height of Belialcore. Otherwise, I've done my math and she should be pretty close, but that is what I'm working on her. Let me know if you have other ideas I could do for the statue. I've got some shrubbery pieces that I'm going to paint and glue on afterwards. There's some of that liquid moss stuff I've been seeing. I might try putting that on some of it as well. I think between the painting and all of that, it should be pretty good. But I'm looking forward to her very soon. Well, very soon. This is one of those models that I want to spend hours, like 24 hours on painting nice, neat, carefully to be a true centerpiece model. So that's that one. And finally, one more project I want to show off is this Moller Fiend. I've been painting this up. Moller Fiend is something I've always wanted to paint in Warhammer 40k ever since the model came out 9-10 years ago. Back in, I think it was either the end of 5th or it came out in 6th edition for the new Chaos Codex when they came out in 6th. I can't quite remember, but I think that's it. Moller Fiend has been one of my favorite models for the Chaos range. Never had a huge desire to buy, paint, and play Chaos as it is. They have some units that stick out to me, Moller Fiend being one of them. So Calvin, if you guys have seen him on the channel a little bit, he plays Thousand Suns. He's working on getting his army up to 2,000 points, and he's got some Moller Fiends he wants. This was one of them, and I thought, hey, what a perfect opportunity to paint this up to match his paint scheme. I get to paint the model I've always wanted to, have a good time, take some deviation from the Tyranids, and get Calvin a model that he's been wanting. So this is my little gift to him. Calvin, if you're watching this, hopefully you enjoy this and you'll see this in person very soon. So those are it. I just want to show off these projects. What I do to combat burnout are these sorts of projects. Oh wait, no. So that's it. I just want to show off these projects. This is how I combat burnout. If you're new to the hobby, maybe you can try something similar. I don't say go start new armies. maybe pick up a Space Marine and try painting something different. Maybe you work on some terrain to try something different. Maybe you just have to take a break. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are veterans to the hobby, what you do to counter burnout. And if you're new and you're coming into that, maybe ask some questions around, see how we combat burnout. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch you next time here at Maelstrom Gaming Studios.